Hi, Manuel. Let's wait 1 more minute for the rest of your classmates, okay?
Hello?
Hi, I was telling you that let's wait 1 more minute.
Okay, yes, no worry.
Okay, so while the rest of the class join us, tell me, how have you been? Do you hear me?
About what, sorry? Yes?
Yeah, while the rest of the class join us, I was asking you, how have you been?
Well, I didn't catch well your questions. How was?
Me?
Yeah, I didn't catch well your question.
Okay, how have you been?
Okay, yeah.
¿Cómo has estado?
Okay, how happy is new question to me. How happy to win. Okay. I say well, yes, at the end, as I told you on Thursday, I
You had
have
an
some
appointment, right?
medical appointment, yes, correct. But it's like a standard check that we have like a progressive, eventually every 2 or 3 months, I come to the doctor for some stomachache situation, but this was like a chronic issue.
Mhm.
That is why, but that I am fine, thank you.
You're fine. Perfect. Okay, hi, Mendivin. Hello. Do you hear me? Okay, I think that he is working or having some troubles with the audio. Let's see if he is able to fix them. Okay, well, let's just start then with the class because time's running. Okay, the last class we had was about modal verbs of certainty. What are these modal verbs about? Well, they express the possibility of a situation. And we were answering an exercise, and this exercise, we did this exercise, we didn't get to finish. We were not able to finish it. And I think that we only had the last part to finish. Mendivil, help me. What was the part that we didn't finish?
Sorry.
Okay, I think it was the last two exercises.
This is the question.
Yeah. I was asking you what was the exercise that we have pending to answer, and it's from number 3. I remember now. Okay, we're gonna answer this. Emmanuel, I don't know if you had time to see the recording of the last class, but we were discussing. Okay, let me do a quick review.
Let me check.
And it's about
Cause and effect.
using might, must, has to, and may or might. Okay, so for example.
Problems with my connection. I come back shortly.
Okay, well, must is for something that is like you are sure that is happening, but let's say that it's like a 99 because that 1% you don't know. It's like, oh, she must be busy because you know her and you know her schedule. So you consider that she's busy. So you say she must be busy. but there's a possibility that she isn't because you don't know, right? You haven't talked to her, so let's say that it's a 99%. Hi, Gabriela. Okay, and then might is something that is just possible. In the negative way, can't is, give me a minute, please, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. Well, must is something like 99% sure. In may and might, it's like, let's say an 80, 85, probably 90 is something that you just are thinking about. And in the negative way, remember, can't is for something that is like the negative version of must, because mustn't is something that is not allowed, something that is prohibited. So can't is like the negative version of must. It's something that you are sure that is not going on, but it's not 100% because you don't know, right? And might not or may not, well, it's just a way to say that it's not possible. Now, we were saying that we had pending these two exercises, so let's start. It says in here, for example, I think it is impossible that it's raining outside. Why? It was so sunny this morning. Help me, Gabriela, did we do this exercise already?
Not this one.
No, yeah, this
I
one.
didn't.
This one, yeah, I remember it because of the pictures. I remember that we already answered it. The one we had pending to do
Okay.
is this one.
The last one
The
was, I
exercise 4.
think, the letter G.
Yeah, I remember now. I remember. Okay. So here, letter H then. It says the student is talking to the teacher. It's possible she's asking for help. So it's possible she's asking for help. How can I say this in another way using a modal verb of certainty?
The students maybe asked for help, maybe ask the teacher for help.
Very good, maybe asking for help. Very good. Now, it is impossible Brazil is winning the game. Argentina was winning 3-0 10 minutes ago. Remember, when it's something that is happening now, we have to use, in this case, well, let's try to do it. It says, it's impossible, for example, in this one, may be asking, we have to add the verb to be, right? So in this case, it's impossible Brazil is winning the game. Argentina was winning 3-0 10 minutes ago. So how can I say, how can I keep the same meaning, but using a modal verb?
Brazil can't can win the game.
I think can be winning.
Okay, always is B or the.
In this case is B. In this case is B with the ing because it's something that is happening. So if someone tells you, oh, Argentina was winning 10 minutes ago, Brazil can be winning because probably 10 minutes is a short time and it's happening in that moment. So that's why. But if we're just guessing for something in general, we just use the modal verb and the infinitive of the other verb. But in this case, we're talking about something right now. That's why we use the gerund. Okay, now it says, she didn't want to go to the steak restaurant with us. It's possible that she doesn't eat meat. So it's a possibility. How can I say the same but in different words?
She might.
She might.
Don't like eat meat.
She might not like meat. She might not like meat. Huh? Remember, might is also a verb. So, entonces lo usamos don't. Simplemente agregamos el not to make it negative. She might not like meat. Or she might not eat meat. Porque gustar is one thing and don't eat it is another thing, right? Okay, Kay says, I'm sure she's feeling terrible because she failed her test yesterday. So, I'm sure she's feeling terrible. I'm
She must
sure.
feel. She must
she-
feel.
So,
She must.
she must what?
She must feel bad, something like that.
She must feel terrible, or she must be feeling. She must be feeling terrible. How's the weather in your city? I'm just looking through the window that it seems that it's gonna rain. There's a lot of wind. Let me go and close my door because the wind opened it. I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so much wind. I think it's gonna. Well, I think it will rain. Okay, never mind. Let's keep going. It says letter L. It's possible that they are not listening to the teacher. So it's possible. How can I say it?
Mhm.
If it is a possibility,
They can't listen to the teacher.
okay. But it's
I think that could be might.
might, right? They might
Okay.
not be listening. They might not be listening. Because remember, when it's just a possibility about it, you're not sure at all, might is better. But when it's something that you feel sure about is when we use must or can't in negative, but we are sure about it. Now it says, write a reason to finish its sentence. I ask you to finish this exercise for homework, but tell me, be honest, did you finish it?
No, teacher.
Mendivil?
Sorry.
It's okay. Did you, Mendivil?
Nah, I didn't. Sorry.
You didn't. Okay, it's okay. Well, then I'll give you time for you to finish this part, okay? Well, I'll explain you. It says in here, write a reason to finish a sentence. Remember to use the modal verbs we are practicing with. Might, may, well, might and may is basically the same. Might not, may not, must, could is also, it's also useful for this type of sentences, or can't in the negative form to refer that is something like not really possible or not that possible. For example, he might be tired because, and you are going to complete the sentence, okay? You're gonna try to find a good reason. He might be tired because he has been working all day. So he might be reading in his room because, okay, try to find a reason, a good reason for you to think that this person might be reading. Is it understandable what you're gonna do?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
Manuel, you were not in class yet, on the last class. So do you have any question about what you have to do?
It's only to put the reason, right? Or the
Just to complete it.
cause.
Yeah, to complete it. But since since we have might and we have must, we just have like to give probably more evidence or more references to the one that have has to or must, and just like a reason, a random reason that we consider for might and in me. Okay.
But
So
it's
I'll give you
especially
some. Tell
in
me.
which structure, for example.
Well, it depends. It depends in the context of the sentence. For example, in the first one, it says he might be tired because he has been working all day. It could be in any tense as soon as it makes sense and fits the context. Okay? So let me know when you're done.
What is the exercise in the book or in the class?
Is the
10
exercise
point-
10.1 models of certainty number 1. 10.1 models of certainty number 1.
Okay.
How you're doing? How much time do you need?
Two minutes. Don't teacher.
Perfect. Mendivil, Gabriela, did you finish?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Mendivil, did you? Okay. Well, we can start then. We have the reason in the first one. Let's go to the letter A. And yes, guys, I know it's not relevant, but I'm looking and I'm amazed because it was sunny and now it's raining so hard. So is it raining in Obregón? No?
No, no, nothing.
Okay,
In
I hope that.
Monterrey, actually, it was raining an hour ago,
Oh, really?
but a lot. It
Yeah,
rains
it's
a lot.
like a storm right now. It's raining
Yes.
so hard. It's a lot of wind and it's like a lot of thunder and lightnings. So it's like, I hope that I don't lose the internet connection because my computer must be plugged in order to be working. So, okay. Well, let's continue then. Letter A, who wants to start? Who wants to help me with the letter A?
Me.
Okay, go ahead.
He might be reading in his room because he are in a finance at school.
He is in finals, in final exams? Is that what you said?
Yes, final exams. Yes.
Okay, he is in final exams. Very good.
In final.
Letter B. Who wants to do letter B?
Me.
Go
It
ahead.
has been raining because there are a lot of clouds in the sky.
Okay.
In Obregón, no, but
Let's see how much it rains here, because sometimes it starts like this and then 10 minutes later it's all gone. But well,
Hermosillo, right?
yes, it's in Hermosillo. Okay, Mendivil, letter C.
They can be here because they have a meeting.
They have a meeting. Very good. They have a meeting. Remember, when we are talking about things that we know, I mean, we have reference, someone told us something, or we know the schedule of the person or whatever, you can use must. But when it is something that you're just thinking about that you consider is possible, it's better to use might. And has to is the same as must. Okay, letter D. Gabriela, the students may not like that movie because
It's a horror movie.
it's a horror movie. Very good. Okay, letter E, Manuel.
We must have a lot of homework because I put the class, but I want to say the specific in Spanish is materia, but I don't know.
Subject.
It's very difficult. And
Because
subject is very difficult.
the subject is very difficult. Okay. Letter F, Mendivil. I can't smell bad
Because I take a shower this morning.
okay, I took a shower. I took a shower.
Oh,
this
yeah. Took.
Very good. And I think this, oh, we have three, one for each one of you. Gabriela, letter G.
My computer has got to be broken because it fell from the table.
Okay, it fell from the table. Letter H, Manuel.
She can be sick because she always has healthy
She's always
alimentation.
again, because it was like a little interruption there.
Okay. She always has healthy alimentation or healthy diet.
Okay, because she always has a healthy diet. Very good.
Diet.
Letter I, Mendivil. There must be a soccer game because
he have a athletic body.
but we're not talking about a
sorry.
player. We're
There
talking
must
about
be
a
a soccer game
soccer game.
Because the people are
I don't know. What do you think? What could be a good idea? There must be a soccer game because probably I'll give you an example. Because I heard someone yelling goal or shouting goal or something like that. I don't know. Why do you think that this person is?
because the people are kick a ball.
Because people are
Balloon.
kicking a ball. Mhm. A ball. Balloon es un globo.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Now we're gonna go and practice with this same topic, but we're gonna be discussing in conversation. It says working group of 3. We are 3 or 4, including we're 4. And what could you say? I mean, you will be describing situations, and then you are going to use these verbs of probability, like to respond, right? For example, your friend Jenna told me she will call this evening. Suddenly the phone rings. Your roommate is going to answer the phone. What could you say? Oh, it might be for me. So you hear the phone ringing and you are there and it's like, oh, it's for me or it might be for me. Like, how will you respond to these situations? For example, the first one, I'll ask Gabriela. Gabriela, it says, you are eating a sandwich. The sandwich has white meat. You are not sure what it is. What could you say? We have different white meat. So say
it could be chicken.
it could be chicken. Okay. Yeah, here we have the option. So it says in here, Manuel, you used your credit card at the store 5 minutes ago. Now you don't have your credit card. Where is it now? What could you say? It must be at the store. Another way, what else could you say? You used your credit card at the store 5 minutes ago. Now you don't have it. What could you say? But wait.
With this, that when I am sure, because
Yeah, it must be at the store.
or
Let me check something.
for sure it's only must, right or not?
But wait. I don't know why in mine. Do you have the answers in yours?
Yes.
Yes. I don't know
Oh,
why.
well, in your screen, yes, but what is the section?
If you were able in your, like, if you open the section 10.4, are you able to see the answers?
10.4. I will see. 10.4 is what could you say? Yes, it's like the same as you have it.
It's funny because it's saying that you have to say the answer, but the answers are already given.
Yeah, this is why I don't know what another thing I can answer. This
Uh-huh.
is, it must, because it must be a store, I think. Is the correct.
So yeah, it's funny because it's like, okay, I'll stop sharing the screen. I'm just gonna tell you the situations and you'll give me the answers, okay? Well, yeah, because if we're seeing the answers, it's like we're just gonna repeat them. We're just gonna read them. So if you're not looking at the answers, you can tell me your own answer. Okay, Mendivi, it says, you charged your phone for 10 hours last night. Now it is morning and your phone says it is only 10% charged. You think this is unbelievable. What could you say? Did you hear me, Manuel? Mendivi?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. My cell phone maybe is broken, or maybe
Okay.
it's not working.
My cell phone is not working. You will say that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now, Gabriela, it says, your computer cannot connect to Facebook, but it can connect to other websites. You are sure your computer isn't broken. What could you say?
I might write the wrong password.
Okay. Sería, I might have written the wrong password.
Have written, yes.
Okay. Number 2, Manuel, it says, you want to buy a bottle of water at a store. The cashier tells you that the bottle of water is $10. You think this is unbelievable. What could you say?
The bottle of water price must be incorrect.
Must be incorrect. Okay, very good. Mendivil, it says, yesterday you ate lunch with Mike. He ate a steak. Today, Mike says to you that he is a vegetarian. You think this is not true because you saw him eat a steak yesterday. What could you say?
You must be a liar because I was with you when you ate meat.
Very good. Okay, good. Next situation, Gabriela, this is for you. It says, your friend just said he is hungry. You think this is impossible because you ate lunch together 1 hour ago. What could you say?
It wasn't enough for you. We eat an hour ago.
Okay, can you repeat your answer, please, like complete?
It wasn't enough for you. We eat an hour ago.
We ate another word.
Oh.
But you have to use a modal, remember?
Okay, okay.
What would be the negative way of saying must? Well, the equivalent, because you know that must is something that is short but affirmative. So what would be the negative way we can say must? Do you remember?
Can't.
Can't. So what could you say then?
You can't be hungry.
You can be hungry. Very good. Number 2, Manuel, it says, you want to go to the bank, but it is 5:15 p.m. You decide to go to the bank tomorrow instead of today because there is a possibility that the bank is closed. What could you say?
The bank may be, the bank may be closed because I don't know if it's necessary, because the bank may be closed when I arrive because the traffic is hard.
Okay, very good. Number 3, Mendivil, it says, your friend sometimes does not like sweet food. While you are eating a cookie, she asks you for a bite. You think it is possible she will not like the cookie. What could you say?
Do
Did you get it? Do you want me to repeat it?
yeah, please.
Okay, it says, your friend sometimes doesn't like sweet food. While you are eating a cookie, she asks you for a bite. You think it is possible that she would not like it. What could you say?
You can eat, but but may don't like it.
You might not like it. Okay, you might not like it. Very good. Next and last round of questions. Gabriela, it says, Maria always comes to class. She is a very good student. Today, she's absent. You think the only possible reason for this is that she's sick. What could you say?
She must get sick.
She must be sick.
Okay.
She must be sick. Very good. Okay, number 2. Manuel, it says, you are with your friend at a movie theater. You are looking at the movie's posters, trying to decide which movie to see. Your friend wants to see a movie about ghosts. You think it is possible that that movie will scare you. What could you say?
Okay. I may propose another movie.
Okay, but we're talking about the movie your friend wants to watch, wants to see. So you have to, let's say,
Well, but that,
you have to give an opinion about the movie he chose.
okay. The movie maybe horrible. Go to another one.
Okay, good. Mendivil, it says, you are having dinner with your friends. When you're leaving, you see a jacket on a seat. Your friend Alex asks you whose jacket that is. You are sure that the jacket belongs to Mike because Mike was sitting in that seat. What could you say?
Sorry, I was
Pero
mute
no
again.
Okay.
The jacket must be of this jacket must be of what is the name? Mike's.
Mike. Very good. But it must be of Mike. Perfect. Good job. Okay, that was the last part. And now we're gonna go to another way of using the modal verbs. I told you in last class that we were going to start because we were gonna have 2 different ways of using the modal verbs, and this is the second one. So it says, Gabriela and Mendivil, can you help me to read this conversation, please? One of you be A and the other one B, please.
Okay. Did you go anywhere during summer vacation, Jeff?
Actually, I went to Japan.
Japan? Wow. You must have eaten some pretty delicious sushi there.
Yes, the sushi was amazing.
Was it, Gabriela?
Actually, yes.
Good. Okay, you must have eaten. Okay, here I am using the modal verb must, and I am also using the present perfect tense. Must have eaten. Viene siendo como debiste haber comido, like that, no? Like the equivalent. And this is called the perfect infinitive. To use modals of certainty to describe the past, we use the perfect infinitive. Again, to use modals of certainty to describe an experience. This is more like to experiences, not to something that just happened or to something that you know when it happened, because the perfect tense, the present perfect is used to talk about situations that happened in the past, but we are not focusing on dates, we're not focusing on moments, exact moments. We're just focusing that it happened in the past and that's it. So that's when we're gonna use the perfect infinitive. And what is the structure? Well, we're gonna use the modal verb plus have plus the past participle of the verb. For example, John didn't come to school yesterday. He must have been sick. So if we're talking about yesterday, but if we're talking about today, we can say he must be sick because we're talking about this day. But if we're talking about another day, I mean a day in the past, so then I'm gonna use the past, the participle, this part. He must have been sick. Next example, Manuel, can you read it, please? It was sunny.
It was sunny with a clear sky yesterday. It can have rained last night.
Very good. Again, I'm talking about a situation that happened in the past. It can have rained. And if you see, since I'm using can't, this is a modal verb. This one is the one that leads, let's say that, like that. So I'm just gonna use have. I don't have to modify have. I'm just gonna keep it always have. Next example. Gabriela, can you read it, please?
He might have woken up late. He still hasn't arrived.
Very good. He might have woken up late. So I'm talking about a situation in the past. He might have woken up. Next one. It's probably a little confusing, not because of the structure, because the structure is gonna be the same, modal verb, have, and past participle. But because sometimes we forget to modify the verbs. And remember, the past participle is not the same as the simple past. Sometimes it is the same because with the regular verbs, for example, with the regular verbs, we always use the same with the same verb in past. But with the irregular, we modified them. Okay, so Mendivil, can you read this other example, please?
I can contact her. She could have changed her phone number.
Okay, she could have changed her phone number. I'm sorry. Oh, yes, I'm talking about something that she probably did in the past. For the past participle of the verb go, you may use been or gone in American English. If you are describing something that is finished or completed, if you are explaining the present situation, we only use gone. Again, for the past participle of the verb go, you may use been or gone. In American English, if you're describing something that is finished or complete, if you're explaining the present situation, we only use gone. Let's see the examples. Manuel, can you read the first example, please?
Yes. Where is Kazuko? She must have gone to the bathroom. She is in the bathroom now.
Very good. She must have gone to the bathroom. What does this mean? That she is in the bathroom now. Number two, example two, the girl with the backpack. Mendivil, please.
I don't think Beth is at school anymore. She could have gone home.
Okay, what does this mean? That she is at home now.
She's at home now.
So now let's see the situations about using be. instead of gone. Gabriela, please read that first example.
Wow, Sarah has a really nice tent. She must have been on holiday.
She's not on holiday now. Okay. It says in here that you said, I mean, it is not incorrect, but let's say that it's more common to use been. Okay, the same happens, for example, when we go on vacation, like to someone, for example, to talk about a place you've been. It's better to say, oh, I've been to France, than to say, I've gone to France. So that's why it's not that it's incorrect, but it's more common to use been. I've been to France, and instead of saying, I've gone to France. Okay, next one. Manuel, please.
Sorry, just a question. In the last one, why use to?
Give me a minute, please. One minute.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat your question, please?
Yeah, in the last one, why is used to after being or gone?
For example, in the example I gave, or in this one?
In this one, Elena has a coffee. She must have been gone.
She must be on holiday, or she must have gone on holiday. Because
sorry. Is in the next sentence. Elena has coffee. She must have, and is the been or gone, and the next word is to.
To the restaurant. But I don't get your question.
¿Por qué usamos tú después de vino o gone?
Because you're talking about a place she is going, and when I'm she's gone in this case, right, in the past. So if I'm talking about going to a place, I need the preposition to refer to where she went. For example, to the restaurant, to school, to the doctor. Like, we need to use to, porque to me indica el a dónde fue, por así decirlo. Yes?
Okay.
Okay. So entonces el to is a preposition, sorry, that is used to talk or to refer to the place you went, or you will go, or whenever we're talking about visiting or going to a place, we need the preposition to before the place. Okay, now let's practice. We're gonna start practicing together, because I know it could be a little confusing, but always remember and keep in mind that if we are referring to something that happened in the past, I'm gonna use the modal verb I chose. Could be any modal verb, must, might, or whatever, depending on the probability, right? And if I'm talking about the past, then I'm going to use the present perfect structure, which is have and the past participle. But remember, in this case, I'm always going to use have, not has. For example, in the present perfect, like just the present perfect, I modify the verb have for he, she, and it. And for he, she, and it, I use has. But in this case, since the modal verb is like the focus is on the modal verb, so it means that I'm not going to modify have. Have is going to keep the same for every single subject. And when I'm talking about a situation that is happening in the present or might be happening in the present, well, I'm going to use the modal verb. And if it is happening right now, I'm going to use be and the continuous form, the ing form. Or if it is just something that happens, or just like in the simple present, so it will be the modal verb and the present tense of the verb. Yes? So as I told you, let's start practicing. This exercise has been already shared with you. Open it, please. 10.2, models of certainty number 2. So it says, Using the information in blue, write guesses for the following situations, past situations. Remember, models of certainty, even though we're talking about something that already happened, we're just guessing. I mean, we're not 100% sure that this happened unless someone tells us and we are sure about it. So it says they didn't see the movie last night. Why? What is the reason? Well, the reason here, the apparently reason is that it was sold out. So then I'm gonna say it might have been sold out. Might, because it's just a possibility, have been sold out because I'm talking about something from the past. Yes? Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, let's go and do the next one. Oh, the next one is already answered too. So it says, the plane is already in the air. What is the reason? Depart early. Okay, that is like the possible reason, right? But if it is in the airport, something that they have like times, etc., so it means that it must have departed early. Must, because I'm sure about it. But remember, there's always like 1% that it is not like that, but you feel sure about that. So must and the present perfect, right? Have departed early. Let's do this one together. It says, I can't find my keys. The reason is that I probably dropped them. So what can I say?
You might have dropped them.
You might have dropped them. Very good. Letter B says, James and Jessica never eat lunch together anymore. Manuel, the reason is that it's a possibility, right? Breakup is a reason. So what
Yes.
can you say?
They may have breakup,
They may have broken up.
broken up. Sorry.
They may have broken up. Very good. Mendivi, it says, my pants are too tight for me now. And the reason is, well, gain weight. How can you say this?
I must have gained weight.
Excellent. I must have gained weight. Okay, so then it's clear, right? How to use it. Is it clear? How to answer it? Yes?
Sorry?
Is it clear? I mean, how to answer this part of the exercise?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'll ask you to please finish it till the letter, let me see how many letters are, till the letter L, and then we're gonna all share the answers, okay? So answer please till the letter L. Let me know when you finish this part, and we're gonna share the answers all together. By the way, I told you it stopped raining like 10 minutes ago. So it just rained like for less than 10 minutes, I guess.
Ready, teacher.
Excellent. Manuel Mendivi,
Yes, done.
done? Good. Let's go and read them then. Letter D says, many people are leaving the stadium in a good mood. So the situation in black is in present, but we are referring to the match, right? We are referring to the game. So what happened to the game?
The team must have won the match.
Very good. The team must have won the match. Excellent. If your answers are a little different, but I mean, they're keeping the same context, they are good. Don't worry, you don't have to change them. Okay, letter E says, Steve's car is from a different country. Transport from overseas. So
The car may have transported from overseas.
the car might have, in this case, if we're referring to the car, we're gonna say the car might have been transported
Yes.
from overseas.
Had been, okay.
Si hablo de él, if I'm focusing about the action he did, then it will be Steve or he must have transported from overseas. But we're talking about the car,
Okay.
and the car has to be moved. I mean, I need to add that verb to be because the car is moved. It is not moved by itself, right? Okay. Letter F, Gabriela. It says her apartment is clean now. So it's clean now, but it wasn't days ago. So
She must have cleaned it up.
clean it up. Very good.
Yes.
Clean it up. Good. Letter G.
Is have with D, is correct?
Where?
In the letter H, the letter F.
¿Dónde?
She must
She must have.
No, sorry. It was a spelling mistake. She must have cleaned it up.
Okay.
Very good. By the way, vamos a hacer un pequeño paréntesis. I can say she must have cleaned up the apartment, or she must have cleaned it up. At the end, it is referring to the apartment. But if I'm going, for example, clean up is a collocation. It's a verb with a preposition. It's a mix. So if I'm going to use a collocation like this, like clean up, I can use it and only it, well, only pronouns. When I'm using pronouns, I can only use them between the verb and the preposition, clean it up. But if I'm using the noun, if it is not a pronoun, in this case, the apartment, which is the noun of it, referring to it, I can place the apartment at the end, or I can also place it between. He must have cleaned the apartment up. But obviously that we're trying to speak more fluent or faster and that, so using short words is better. But that was just like an observation I wanted to tell. Okay, let's continue. Letter G. It says, he didn't spend a lot of money on his trip. Go backpacking. De mochilazo. How can I say this?
He might have gone backpacking.
Very good. Might have gone backpacking. And why is it better to use might in this case instead of must? Because I'm not sure. It's just a possibility, right? I mean, I don't know if she actually, how much money this person spent. I mean, I know that he didn't spend a lot, but well, I don't know how he did it. Okay, letter H. Where is Ken? And then it's go home. We're talking about that he was probably at school, so.
Ken might have been at home.
Okay, Ken might gone home. Might gone home.
Okay, gone home.
Letter I, it says, Jane has a travel visa for the US. So, visa things, then contact immigration. So how would it be?
Must have
She mu-
contact.
I'm
Yes.
sorry. She must what?
have contact immigration.
Contact immigration.
Contact.
Very good. J, I don't know why I yelled. Okay, J. It says, he left with one suitcase and came back with two. So,
He must have bought a new one.
he must have bought a new one. Very good. Letter K, it says, the window is broken. So,
The windows must have been broken.
must have been broken. Is that how you said it? The window must have been broken.
Yes.
Okay. But we're not giving the reason. We're just
Yes.
what could have broken it? Because here we don't have the reason. Here we're just repeating basically what is said in the letter K. It says the window is broken, but I need to say what broke the window. So
The rock must have made
a rock must
have broke.
have broken it. A rock must have broken it. Very good. Letter I, it says, no, letter L, sorry. Suddenly, Bill is really worried about money. What do you think happened? It says in here, lost his job. So,
He must have lost her job.
his job. Very good. Good. Next part, it says, well, question so far?
No, teacher.
Okay, good. Perfect. Now it says, use the information in blue to complete the sentences. You must decide if each sentence shall be completed in present, continuous, or past. Remember, to talk about present situations like routines and that, we use the present tense. If we're talking about something happening at this moment, we're just thinking that it could be a possibility, right? We use the modal verb plus be plus the gerund. Or if we're talking about something that already passed, so then we use modal verb plus have and the past participle. For example, and how am I gonna know? Because of the context. For example, it says, my neighbor is playing really loud music. What does this mean? That is happening now. So then they must be having a party. Must be having a party. Next one says, I saw her in school today. Saw her, past tense. So then it means that I'm gonna use the present perfect, right? She can't have gone on holiday yet. Now, it says in here, she is really tired today. Wake up early this morning. She may what? She's really tired today. But if you see in the parentheses, that's what I need to complete.
She may have woke up early this morning.
She may have woken up early this morning. Very good. So remember to look at the context of the sentence to identify the tense you have to use, okay? So, this is still the letter K. Please answer till the letter K, and we're gonna share and check our answers, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Gone, teacher.
Perfect. Guys, did you finish?
Go.
Let's
Go
finish.
ahead.
Okay. So let's start. And in case that you haven't finished, well, we can help each other. Well, we answered till the letter A. Let's go to the letter B. And it says, their skin is really tanned. So they must what?
Been
They
on
must,
holidays?
they must have been on holiday. Ajá. Aquí aplica que es el que puede ser tanto como been como gone. Entonces, aquí me marca go. Entonces puedo poner they must have gone on holiday, pero have been, I think is better. Okay. Letter C, Mendivil. They always come to school and go together. This is something that happens always. So,
They could have been lived together.
but check again. It says they always come to school and go home together. They always come to school and go home together. It is not in past. So they could
Living together.
live together. The way I'm gonna show you how to identify what to use. This is something, first of all, here we're talking something that happens as a routine. When it is something that happens as a routine, I use the present tense, the simple present tense. If here, it will say that they are coming to school together, they are coming to school together. So then it will be, they could be, but living, it doesn't make that much sense. Then I could use the gerund. But since this is something that happens as a routine, it is better to use just the simple present tense. Okay? Yes?
Okay.
Okay, Gabriela, it says, that woman looks like she is talking to herself. Use Bluetooth. So she might,
She might be using Bluetooth headphones.
Bluetooth, earphones. Very good. Next one, letter E. Manuel, when I came back to the room, my computer was gone.
Someone might have still
Might have, what is the past tense of a steal?
stolen.
So, stole is the simple past, the simple past, and the past participle is stolen. Someone might have stolen it. Mendivil, it says, I made dinner last night, but she didn't want to eat anything. She may not.
She may not have been hungry.
Perfect. She may not have been hungry. Good. Gabriela, letter G says, I have never seen her before. And it says, be a new student. I have never seen her before. So she might.
She might have been a new student.
Am I talking about the past in this sentence?
She might be a new student.
It basically stays the same. She might be a new
Yes.
student. Okay, letter H, Manuel, it says, he won't answer his phone. He must.
He must have been asleep.
Want is the will part because look at him. He won't answer his phone. Why? I'm not talking about the past. I'm talking about that is probably happening in the present. So
Is he must be sleeping.
He must be sleeping. Very good. Always check the context. Always check when the situation happened, or will happen, or is happening to decide. Next one, Mendivi. It says he has a black eye. He has a black eye now, but we're referring to the thing in the parentheses that probably happened before it. So,
He must have been in a fight.
he must have been in a fight. Very good. Letter J, Gabriela, it says, I went to a new restaurant last night. Now it is my favorite restaurant. It must
have been delicious.
check the context again. It says, I went to a new restaurant last night. I'm talking about the past, right? But then it says, now it is my favorite restaurant. But now I'm just talking about something that is always the same. So I'm just talking about the restaurant, and the restaurant is not a thing that will happen or happened. So
it must be delicious.
it stays the same again.
Yes.
It must be delicious. Sorry.
In this case, I must have been delicious.
Well, thinking about it, si pensamos en eso, that was your first option, right, Gabriela? Probably yes. It could be, it might have been delicious if we are referring to the situation that she went to the restaurant. I mean, we don't have that much information in here to figure it out. But if we say, we can say that it must have been delicious, so never mind, it could be a good option. But saying it must be delicious, I'm saying that if I were another person listening and I want to go, do you catch me? Yes or no? I mean, both options are good. I'll also add it here.
Okay.
Sorry for correcting you, Gabriela, because you said it correct. Let's have it. Okay, and the last one. The last one, Manuel says he hasn't shaved in a week.
He might.
He still has a bird. So
he might have grown a beard.
But when we say he hasn't shaved in a week, it means that a week ago he didn't shave. But it means that in the present, he still hasn't shaved. So then we're talking about a situation that is happening now. What do you think he's doing? He might what?
He might be growing a beard.
Growing a bird. Why? Because this is what he's trying to do. So he might be growing a bird. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so we don't have enough time to continue, and we still have exercise 3 and 4. So we are going to finish it next class because I'm kind of sure that I'll just I will the model words. You might not finish it. so well, it's Thursday, tomorrow is Friday, and probably during the weekend you won't want to do anything. So it's okay, don't worry. We're gonna continue and check it out next class. Okay. Have a nice day. Any questions?
Okay. Have a nice weekend.
You too.
Well, thank you and see you next week. Bye.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.